In this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the brand new 2025 Dolphin SS Special Edition built by Embassy RV in Elkhart, Indiana. This is unlike any other product coming out of Elkhart, Indiana. Wait until you see. Come on in. Hey, for me for the first time, howdy. My name is Scott Watson. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Go Small, Live Large, all about van life. And if we've met before, you've been watching me for a few days, weeks, months, or years, I really do appreciate your loyalty. We've been doing van life content since 2018. Today, I want to show you around what I'm traveling around in for the next few months. This has been recorded in early March 2025. In June 2025, I have to give this loaner van back to Embassy RV. I've been traveling in this van for about 2 weeks now. We got a lot of content coming up about that experience and everything going forward. Today, I'm going to give you a short tour of this rig. It's very, very different than what I'm used to. I think you're going to like a lot of the elements of it, including this huge open concept of a floor plan. Let me show you around. We're going to start up here in what I call the great room. I'm going to show you the bed sofa conversion. We're going to show you the cabinet here, the cabinet block, some of the electronics, the fridge, galley area, and then we'll save the best for last. That'd be the toilet. And throughout, I'll show you some of the storage. It's pretty amazing what they've managed to cram into this Ram ProMaster gasoline-based engine, front-wheel drive only on a ProMaster. And this is a 3500 van, but it's not the extended. So it's about 20 feet in length versus about the really 22 feet that the extended 3500 comes in. Let me show you around. Thanks for being here. This is a 2025 Ram ProMaster cab. This is kind of well-known territory. I am going to do a video shortly between my 2018 chassis and the 2025 chassis. This is vastly superior to what I've been driving for many, many years. The cab seats do spin around and they become living space, which I really enjoy. Up above is what's called a pizza oven, affectionately. I use it for storage of recording gear and things like that. And right in front of the pizza oven, embedded into the roof is, what do you think that is? If you guess TV, you are right. Just like that, I believe it's a 32-incher, falls out of the ceiling. Look at the mechanism and work that went into putting in a large screen TV into the roof of this 20-foot van. Now you see it? Now you don't. Also up here in the great room is, these are air vents, speakers. This is their C-Zone system. If you're familiar with Firefly or Garmin, you'll kind of understand what this is about. This is where you control your lights, electricity, and water. Pretty awesome. More on that in a later video going into a deep dive on the system. So if you're into that kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. The great room up here consists of a sofa that converts into a bed, a lagoon style table. You're probably familiar with those. Here's a lagoon mount right here, and there's a lagoon mount down here. So one table, you can maybe even get two tables, and depending on what you're doing, position these so you have more counter space, more workspace, more eating space. They do pivot, as you're probably familiar with, so you can move these to a front position here with the seats. Right? It's adjustable up and down and kind of back and forth using that pivot mechanism. So again, you can adjust the height, which is pretty awesome. If we look at the bed system, you want to see videos I have coming up with me preparing the bed for nighttime and getting ready in the morning, putting the bedding away. Let me just kind of show you how this works. And then we'll do a measurement. So this is the sofa, driver sofa DS, driver side sofa, in and out. Let me move this table just a little bit. The lagoon table actually goes in and out with the sofa. So by pushing the button out right here, the bed goes all the way out. Now these cushions just kind of slide back into here. It's one-handed, so I'm just going to do it kind of loosely. And then I want to give you a measurement here, like that. So starting from the driver's seat up here, well, let's start back here. It's a little easier for me to read. It is just at 6 feet. 6 feet long. And with the cushions placed, this is 3 feet wide. Now, some people, include me, I've experimented by removing these for the nighttime and just making this the sleeping surface. And one can get away with that. It's on the narrow side, 24 inches, but that's about within a couple of 3 inches of what a lot of the twin bed, like a 59K floor plan by Winnebago, Travado, comes with. That's about what this width is. So it's up to you, which is real nice. Use these extra cushions, which I found to be super comfortable on the firm side for sure. Are you sleeping in the seam? Not really. Not really. And then when you're done, what this does, you take these cushions up. I'll push the button and the cushions go for a ride. Push the in. Just like that. And then tuck the cushions in. Embassy's been pretty clever here. They put this little flap that helps keep the cushions in place. Pretty smart. Put this one in like that. And you are done with the sofa bed conversion. So let me take a few measuring points for you here. So from this end of the cushion to the end of the cushion here is about 18 inches. The overall width is, again, 2 feet, including this. And from the floor to the cushion top, wait for it, is 24 inches, 2 feet. And I am sitting very comfortably on this. I can lounge. My feet are hitting the floor. So I really do like that. And one thing I like best about this is the cavernous amount of windows and the almost 360-degree view that I have from this sofa. Let me show you the storage, and then I want to tell you some of the things that make an Embassy RV really unique in the marketplace. This is a locking cabinet, so if you got the fancy bourbon collection, this is where you can store it. Super positive locking cabinet. Up here I've got my glassware. Literally, I use glassware in most situations. Dishes. They are on the not so deep variety. Let me see if I can get a measurement here for you. On the back of the cupboard to here is about 8 inches. They're about, I'm going to call it about 9.5 inches tall. So they're on the kind of the narrow side, but I've found no problem with storage. I've actually got empty space in here. Let me talk about the lighting quick before we move to cabinet block here, and then the galley. What's great is a couple things. I have these reading lights put in here, analog controlled, but powered on or off by the C-Zone flat panel there. So what I do is I kind of leave these on. They have a separate switch on the C-Zone, and then I just turn them off as I need. Up here also is mood lighting, dimmable. And then they got these bright lights embedded into the ceiling throughout the rig. That's really great for daytime. So between a combination of, here I'll push the mood lights, well, we'll turn on or off the ceiling lights. So this button right here, you can dim. Again, dimmable is so important, I think, in a van. All the way down to off. And if I go back one to mood lights. It's off. I'll turn the ceiling lights off so you can see this better. So mood lights on, off, and even here, you can adjust these. So at night, you can get a really nice ambient feel in the rig. And then you supplement with, I've been supplementing them with this. And it works really, really good. We've even got two back here in the bathroom. Oh yeah. Hey everybody, what's up? So let me turn the lights back on kind of full bright so we go around. So let's go right here. Mood lights. All the way up. Ceiling lights. Full strength. And there we go. All right, let me show you around here. This is the cabinet block. From the outside, there is no extension table, but there is an outlet right here. So if you got a picnic table out here in your campsite, put your portable induction cooktop, which comes with. This is quite large. Let me measure this for you. So from back to front, the backsplash is 21 inches. If we go this way, wow, we're at 50 inches, 50. And from the floor to the cabinet top, we are at, wait for it, 3 feet. So it's a really large cabinet. What I have found is it's super functional for all kinds of things, working, cooking, just nice, cool space. This is Embassy's SS model, meaning single or solo sleeper. Typically the S model of the Dolphin. Now this is another bed. So this is a little different in that it only has one sofa bed device, and then this big cabinet, which I requested from Embassy to allow me to work like I'm accustomed to in my Winnebago Travato 59 GL. Cool. Let me show you up here, then show you the storage down here because it's stunning. Sitting on the sofa, I'm going to open this up and show you. This is where I put my bedding. Each evening I put down a fitted sheet and I cover myself with a blanket, and here are my pillows. You'll want to see that video. Down here I've got fresh water. I've got cooking equipment, including cast iron. If you like cooking videos, you don't want to miss a single video from Go Small, Live Large. Here's a bit of kind of incidentals. I've got some oranges popped in here. And in here, I have empty space. So I got everything I need, and I have that much space that is unused. Just like that. This is my betta fish. This is Tonto. He travels with me. Up here, making this my kind of cooking ingredient spices cupboard. Got a JBL sound system, and there's 4 speakers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty awesome. Got a Blu-ray disc player and HDMI. This is my Apple TV, so I can set up my Apple TV to watch TV on the big screen. Taking a look at the Galley, it has a large microwave, not convection. Why? Because there's not enough space in here to safely have space for the unit so that it doesn't get too hot and create a fire hazard. It has a residential style faucet, sink cover. Pretty awesome. I'll measure this for you. Got a little bit of extra storage here for just kind of whatevers. Because this is the shorter version, this would normally come out to about here. And then down here, underneath the sink, is where there's a lot of the plumbing components. And I think a good testimony to a great van build is looking at the wiring and the plumbing. I think you'll agree this is pretty legitimate. This is the L-well furnace running off gasoline from the chassis. That blows out there. Again, we'll have a full rundown on RV systems in a later video. Let me just measure this for you quick. So this cabinet is just over 26 inches wide. Wow. 23 inches deep. And if we look at the floor, let's see if I can make this happen, is right at 3 feet. So a really nice galley space. And it's the only sink in the van. So you'll be using this to wash hands, clean teeth, cook, etc. Up here we do have the L-Well hot water and furnace controls. They work really good, by the way. Over here on the other side of the galley is this humongous Nova Cool refrigerator. And when I say humongous, it's humongous. It's over 6 cubic feet of storage of cold goods. But wait, there's more. This is a drawer freezer that I'm embarrassed to say is too full of stuff. And what's really awesome is that you can control the freezer and the fridge separately. There's a control down here for the freezer behind the bubbly, and there's a control up here for the fridge. So let's say you don't need a freezer at all. You can actually turn this off and it becomes storage for paper towels, potato chips, things of that nature, or it can be a fridge or a freezer. Up here, it's simply a refrigerator, but you can separately control the temperature, which is pretty awesome. Down here is a bit more storage. This is where I keep my utility power cords, things of that nature. If we look up here, this is where the pantry is. So here I got my Mr. Coffee. Large, tall space, really nice. Cooking utensils, pretty awesome. Soft close. And the other thing, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize is that there is these are not wood. These are aluminum and marine plastic. Stack of drawers, and then down here is where I keep my silverware and what have you. Down below is more storage. This is where I'm keeping my paper towels. They can stack them up. So I mentioned no woodwork in the cabinetry. Several of the things that make Embassy RV so unique in the space is because they don't use any wood on an Embassy RV build out. In fact, all they use is marine grade, yacht grade, marine vinyls, marine plastics. That makes it feel like it's always new. There's no stinky smells, and it wipes clean really easily. The other thing that makes an Embassy RV unique is that there's no propane, there's no black tank, meaning there's no waste tank for toilet waste. No solar, no awning, not kidding, very stealthy, HOA friendly. You buy factory direct, you don't deal with an RV dealer. So what you mean there is you're getting a great value. There's not dealer markup and all that's associated with that. And you can tour the factory. If you are looking to have a very different van ownership experience and buying experience, please visit embassyRV.com. Tell them Scott Watson of Go Small, Live Large sent you. They'll take real good care of you. Cool? Let's keep the tour going. My favorite room in any van, and that's the bathroom. So this has a mirror that swings out, and this is really, really awesome. And by the way, you've got lighting in front of you, so you're putting light on your face. What's up, everybody? So if you're trying to put on makeup, what have you, this is really nice. In most cases, the light is behind me, so your shadow is what's looked at in the mirror. Really smart Embassy RV. Up here, we've got storage for various, whatever you want to put in here. I've got my razors and things of that nature. Here's another fresh air vent. Again, the lights are individually controlled. We do have one here as well. This is pretty clever. This is a freshwater inlet. So if you're buying jugged water, you just get a funnel and you can fill this thing without having to find pressurized water. And again, because it's all marine grade vinyls, plastics, and aluminum, you don't have to worry about warping any wood. This is the shower. You clip up a shower curtain, and down below, I'll show you in just a second, is where the shower is. This is the shower pan. I've added a teak mat to kind of make it a cool foot feel. There's the drain. And if we look in here quick, this is where my wardrobe is. So here's some stuff right here. Again, on closing, soft close shelving. Plenty of clothes. This one's actually empty. I didn't find a need for anything in there. And then down below this is the dirty clothes pile. Oh yeah, it's VanLife realized. And if we look on this side, we've got a really large wardrobe. And yet more storage. You're probably wondering where the commode is. I'm glad you asked. It's hidden in plain sight right here. This vanity comes up like that, clips into the wall like that. And now we're looking at the toilet. This is a very different toilet than I am accustomed to in my Winnebago Travado. This is, if you're eating lunch, you're going to be okay. This is a Separett, tiny, made in Sweden. And what this works is there's no water, there's no handles, there's no compost material. It does separate urine from the solids. And the way this works is you sit down, the solids go in there, including the paper. You get up and it closes, and this is where you pee. Sitting down or standing, you choose. So that's how that works. And I gotta tell you, I was totally grossed out at first until I kind of forced myself to use it. And I found out actually that this is a fantastic toilet system, and I'm crowing about it. I will probably replace my Winnebago Travado wet flush toilet and black tank with this because it is so much easier to use. It really is unlimited capacity. It's about a 2-gallon tank for the urine. You can kind of empty it wherever you want, mostly. And the way the solids go is you you pull the trash bag out, and into the trash it goes, like a lot of things do these days. Unlimited capacity on the toilet. And because it's not using water, it makes your water tanks go much further when you're going off grid. What do you think? Okay, a couple more things to show you, including the outside and what's right behind me, which has an antenna. You're probably wondering, what is that thing? Good question. Looking out here, we have a little bit of a porch light. So if you're doing something in the dark out here, this is where you would be doing your illuminated activities. This is another freshwater fill, pressurized, right here. Pretty awesome. And what this is part of the C-Zone system. So it creates its own little wireless network so that my iPad can connect to the system just like you saw on the control panel way up there. This does not generate a Wi-Fi connectivity point. There is no Wi-Fi connection to the internet. It just simply allows this system to talk to the iPad OS device, and that's the way it rolls. There's a little bit of storage back here. Go small, live large. If this was on an extended chassis, ProMaster, the interior space would go to about here. Instead, this is the actual bumper. So with the bumper on the other ones, it'd probably be out to here. And that's where the about 1.5 feet shorter is coming in. Now, you may like that. You may not. I don't know. Let me know. The L-tracks are for some additional storage, kind of meant, again, for the more extended version. But you can kind of use a bungee cord and make things stay to the walls. Still working on that. I managed to get my hat to clip to the door, towel. Let me show you around side or outside. Here's a tow hitch. It's about a 3,500 tow capacity, about a 200-300 vertical tongue weight. Backup camera, much better system in this van. Again, this is the Dolphin SS Solo Sleeper by Embassy. It's pretty stealthy. You don't really know it's a van converted to a motorhome. Here's our fresh air vents. This is kind of a trademark for Embassy. Here's the power input smart plug. really ginormous running board. Down here is the gray tank outlet and exhaust for the L-well furnace. And on this side of the van, there really is nothing other than the air vents and the air conditioner. A Dreha, loving that air conditioner unit. RVIA certified. This is a big deal in the RV space. This means you can get financing, you can get insurance. Campgrounds will let you in. It shows up on the Galley Blue Book and the NADA books. Let me know what you think. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close up all the doors so you get a sense of what the vehicle feels like in a door close mode. You ready? So let me know what you think. Have you heard of Embassy RV before? Are you shopping for a van that is really well built, doesn't have any wood in the build out, uses only aluminum, marine grade plastics and vinyls? Let me know what van you do have or what you're searching for. That would be super interesting to me. And again, I really appreciate you watching. Again, my name is Scott Watson. Go Small, Live Large is the YouTube channel. We're all about van life. Places to go, cooking, camping, destinations, products. So if that kind of thing's of interest to you, join me on my journey as I travel around in this Embassy RV Dolphin SS until early June 2025. We do very much want you to have us have you part of our community. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have a community event called the What's Up Wednesday Van Life Show. We have guests, we have topics, we answer direct questions, we have live Q&A. And if you go to my website, please, GoSmallLiveLarge.com. We've got a lot of events, in-person events, campouts, live streams, and we'd love to have you engage with our community so we can help you get your journey on more quickly and more richly if you're on the road. And what we like to say is, get your journey on if you haven't already, and peace be with you. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.